Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to send Zoom meeting invites on WhatsApp automatically. So let's suppose I am running an online business and I conduct meetings via Zoom. I want that whenever a registration happens with Zoom, automatically the Zoom link and all the meeting details should be sent to this registrant with the help of this WhatsApp Cloud API. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of my time, so I've completely automated this process, and to do this automation I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Zoom and WhatsApp Cloud API. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever there is a new registrant in Zoom, automatically the Zoom meeting details are sent with the help of this WhatsApp Cloud API. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. So here in this video, we are going to see how we can send meeting links to all the registrants who have registered for the meeting via Zoom. And for this, we are going to create automation between these two applications, Zoom and WhatsApp Cloud API, with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now, before we sign in to our Pabbly account, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts, and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions, and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now, if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll go with the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. If you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta, which is modern, faster and more flexible one, and then we have this classic, which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select the classic, and then I'm going to name this workflow as send Zoom meeting invites on WhatsApp automatically, and then I'm going to select my folder. Now these are the folders which have been created, and I'm going to select it as WhatsApp automations and then click on create. So here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to send the Zoom meeting invites on WhatsApp automatically, which means whenever there will be new registration to this particular meeting in Zoom, automatically this WhatsApp message will be sent, which means whenever there will be new registration, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So when there is a new registration and then action says do this, then send the invitation via WhatsApp. So here in my trigger application, I will be taking Zoom, and in my action application, I will be taking WhatsApp Cloud API. Here in my trigger application, let me quickly take Zoom. And in my trigger event, I'm going to select it as configure webhook and then click on connect. Now, if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter this token. So to enter this Zoom app secret token, you can visit this watch video tutorial hyperlink given over here.
Hello.
and then I'm going to follow the help desk given below to get the secret and make this configuration. So here I'm going to open my Zoom. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, I have to go towards the admins, and from admin I have to go towards this advanced. Under this advanced I can see this app marketplace. So I'm going to open this, and on the top where we have this option of develop, I am going to click on this and then click on this build app, and then I'm going to click on this general app and then simply click on this create. Now this page will open in front of me where first I'm going to name this application as Zoom to WhatsApp, and then I'm going to scroll down, and so here we have this auth redirect URL, and I'll go back to my workflow, and over here I have this hyperlink of learn more. I'm going to open this learn more. I'll scroll a little more down, and then over here I have this URL. So I'm going to copy this callback URL and I'm going to paste that to my app marketplace setup over here under this auth redirect URL. So here you can see as soon as I've copied and pasted this callback URL here, it has appeared here also. And now after this I simply need to click on this continue. Now here I'm provided with the secret token which I'm going to copy, and I'm going to paste this token over here, and then I'm going to click on this save, and you will see this Zoom is connected with Pabbly Connect. I'll go back to my app marketplace. And after this, I'm going to toggle on this event subscription, and then I'm going to click on this add new event. From here, I'm going to select the choose a method as webhook, and then I'm going to name this subscription as Pabbly. And then in the events, I'm going to select it as registration. Meeting registration has been created. I'm going to select this, and then I'm simply going to click on this done, and you can see one event added. I'm going to add the endpoint URL now in this box. So to get this endpoint URL, I'm going to simply copy this webhook URL and paste it over here. And after doing this, I simply need to click on this save, and then I'm going to click on this continue. Now I simply need to click on this continue. And over here until this local test, if I scroll down, I can see this option of add app now. So I'm going to click on this add app now. So here I'm going to click on this allow this app to use my shared access permission. I'm going to click on this allow, and here we have set up this complete configuration with the help of the webhook URL which we were provided in this workflow. Now here there was a button of save and send test request, and it has changed to this waiting for the response, after which I have clicked on that, and under this it is written once you have clicked over save and send test request button, then do a test submission in order to capture the response here. Now here in order to capture the response, which means the new registration, I need to do a test submission, and for that I'm going to open my Zoom account, and on the left hand side where I can see all these options, I'm going to click on this meetings, and then I have created all these meetings. Let's suppose I want to get the registration for this business growth blueprint. I'm going to open this, and if I scroll down, I have this registration link which I'm going to copy and paste it in a new tab, and then I'm going to fill in some dummy details in all these fields. The first name is latest user, email address is latest@pabblytudes.com, and I'm going to enter my phone number as this one, and I'm simply going to click on this register. As soon as I do this, I should have captured all these details to my Pabbly Connect workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow now and check whether I have received all these details here or not, and here we can see that we have just captured this response 10 seconds ago. This is the same topic, and then I have received the phone number, the name was latest user, we have received the register join URL, and then the email address was latest@pabblytudes.com with the rest of the details. Here, as soon as I have made the registration for this particular meeting, I have captured that response here in this workflow, and this shows the connection setup which we have created between Zoom and Pabbly Connect, that is successful. And now whenever I am going to receive a new response, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow, which means whenever there will be new registration, new form submission, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Now moving on towards the next step, whenever I receive a new registration and the response in my Pabbly Connect, I want to send the invitation of this meeting with the help of WhatsApp. So here in my action application, I am going to take WhatsApp Cloud API, and in my action event, I'm going to select it as send template message and then click on connect. Now, if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter all these details. Now to get these details, I am going to open the Meta for developers, and you can visit this simply by typing developers.facebook.com. After landing towards this page, we have to go towards the My Apps, and I have created an application and I will be opening that application. First, I am going to log in with the Facebook, and then I am going to select that application. Now here under this app dashboard, I have all these options. So I'm going to click on this webhook, and then I'm going to go towards the API setup. The API setup page will appear in front of me, from where I will be able to get all the token, phone number ID and the WhatsApp business account ID details. So here it is. I have this token, the phone number ID and the WhatsApp business account ID. I need to generate this access token. For that, I'm going to click on this generate access token. I'm going to click on this reconnect with Facebook, and here it is. An access token has been provided to me, which I'm going to copy and paste that to my Pabbly Connect field. I'm quickly going to copy all of these details and paste this over there. After adding all these details, I'm simply going to click on this save, and you will see WhatsApp Cloud API is connected with Pabbly Connect. Now I have to enter all these details. So here I am going to enter these details, but we are not going to enter these details manually. Instead, we are going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from Zoom, and when I click on this field, I can see the Zoom. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. Here I have received the phone number which I have mapped, and it is written that I have to enter the phone number in this particular format, which includes the plus sign and the country code. So I am going to include that also, because in this particular phone number we do not have the country code. So I have manually entered that because this is not going to change. Now after that, I have to select this template ID. Now to get this template ID, I am going to open this API setup again, and over here under the same page we can see this create your own template. So I have this hyperlink which I am going to open, and you will see I will be landed towards this message templates. To create a new template, you simply need to click on this create template, and then I have to set up the template. I'm going to select it as custom. I'm going to click on this next, and then I'm going to name this template. So here the name of this template is, let's say, V123, and then we have to select the language. We have to select the variable, whether we want to keep it as number or the name, and then if you want to add the header, you can enter that. If you want to send the text, image, video, document, you can select that, and if you want to enter the text, you can select that. In the body, you have to enter the entire message. I have already created a message template which I'm going to show you later. So here what we do, we add the custom variables, and when we add this custom variable, we have to add the value to this variable also. Now in this custom variable, with the help of this custom variable, whenever I'm going to receive a new response, the value is going to get changed with the new response. It is not going to stay the same. Like here I have added hello, and then I have added a custom variable, and then I have to add the value. So whenever I'm going to receive a message, this message will appear like hello demo, and if I'm going to receive a new name with the form submission or whatever, and the name there is latest user, so this is going to get replaced with that new name. So here that's why we add these custom variables to create a personalized template. So you can create your own template. I have created the template. If you want to add the footer, you can do that. If you add the buttons, you can do that. After doing all these steps, you simply need to click on this submit for review. Your template will be reviewed in just few seconds, and then you can use this template to your Pabbly Connect workflow. Now here I'm quickly going to open this create your own template hyperlink, where I have created my own template which I'm going to show you, which is this one, Zoom invite. I'm going to open this. So here I've created this template. This is the first custom variable which I've added, dear demo. Thank you for registering yourself. Then I'm going to add the name of the webinar. The webinar will happen at this time on this date. You can join the webinar through the link below, and then I have added the joining link. So these are the custom variables, 4 or 5 custom variables which I have added, and then the closing message. I'll go back towards my workflow, and from here I'm going to select the template ID as Zoom invite. In the language code, I am going to enter it as EN. The selected template's name is Zoom invite, and then the template has header no. In the header type, I'm going to toggle on this mapping button, and then I'm going to remove this. I'm going to skip this. I'll keep this field blank, and then these fields again are not required ones, so I'm going to skip this. And then the template has body, yes. I'm going to quickly map all these details. So here the first custom variable is for the name. So the name is latest user, and then the name of this meeting. So this is the name of the meeting, and then we have this time and the date. Over here I have received the timing in UTC format. So in UTC I want the meeting to be converted into Asia Kolkata so that my meeting time and date are clearly understandable. For that I'm going to click on this add action step button, and in my action application I'm going to search for date time formatter by Pabbly. In my action event I'm going to select it as format date with time zone and then click on connect. I'm going to map the date which I have received from my Zoom response, which is this one. So my meeting date is this. If I open my meeting, over here you can see August 24, 2025 from 12 p.m. and here you can see that we have received the response for that only. Now from this format I want to convert it to Asia Kolkata. So I'm going to search for this format from this format I want it to convert to this format. So from time zone UTC to Asia Kolkata. So here I'm going to format this date. From this format to this format, I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and here I have received the response. So this is the date and this is the time on which the meeting is going to get started. So we have converted this date from the response which we have received in Zoom to this one, and now we need to format this because I need to map that in my action step in WhatsApp, the date and the time separately. So I'm going to again click on this add action step button, and in my action application I'm going to search for text formatter by Pabbly. In my action event I'm going to select it as split text and then click on connect. Here I'm going to map the date and the time, which is this one, and then I want to separate it with the space. Here we have the space, and as soon as I select the segment index as all, you will see the date and the timing will be separated. Now I'm going to click on the save and send test request, and here it is. We have received the response. The date and time are separated, and now we can map this. I'm going to open this WhatsApp Cloud API step, and then I'm going to map the timing which I have received and the date which I have received from this text formatter action step. In the link, I'm going to map the link, the joining link, which I have received from my Zoom response, and I have mapped that. Template has button no, and then again these fields are not required one. I've skipped this. Over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static, and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now here I am going to remove this phone number. As you can see that this is a dummy phone number, so I am going to enter my own WhatsApp phone number so that I can show you the WhatsApp message when I am going to receive on the execution of this workflow. After adding my WhatsApp phone number, I am simply going to click on save and send test request. Let's wait for the response. I have received this response. Now I am going to open my WhatsApp and check whether I have received this message there or not. And here it is, we have received this response. Dear latest user, thank you for registering yourself for Business Growth Blueprint. I have received the timing and the date, and then I have received the joining link also. If I am going to click on this link, I will be redirected to this page. So now to summarize, we took Zoom as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect, and then we made the registration, received the response in this workflow. We wanted to format the date and the time which we have received in Zoom response, so we took these two action step, and after that we wanted to send a WhatsApp message and the complete details of this meeting with the help of WhatsApp Cloud API. We created a template, we created a personalized template. With the help of mapping, we mapped all the details, and then we send this message finally. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between Zoom and WhatsApp Cloud API with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.